Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Samir Flyer. I'm Dane Samir. Before I tell you about our flight, I just want to say I haven't done a YouTube video for a little while due to the Christmas holidays and some health issues that were going on. But anyway, this is just about the end of January, and I felt it was time to do a short little flight. So we are today sitting at the airport at the city of Chilliwack. Chilliwack is located in British Columbia. I can quickly show you on a little nav map what that looks like. So let me just blow this up. So Chilliwack is right here. It's along the Fraser River in British Columbia, Canada. Our west coast, Pacific West Coast, is right along here. This is Vancouver, the big city of Vancouver. This is Chilliwack, and this is the start of all the Rocky Mountains that go all the way over to the province of Alberta. So Chilliwack is about 3/4 of the way from Vancouver towards the Rocky Mountains. So that's where we are, and we're going to be flying into the state of Washington. We're going to head in a sort of a southeasterly direction. We're going to go over the lake of Cultus Lake, which is still British Columbia, and then right at this line here it becomes the United States. So this is Washington State. We're going to fly up today to Mount Baker, 10,784 feet high. You know, this is the end of January, and it's a cool day here. It's maybe 5 degrees normally in British Columbia in the wintertime. It's usually around 7 or 8 degrees, but today it's 5 degrees. And we had a 5 degrees Celsius, that is. We had a minus 3 degrees Celsius first thing this morning. But we're going to fly up to Mount Baker, see what snow might be on the mountain. We are using live weather, so whatever we see outside is exactly what it's like. And then from Mount Baker we're going to continue, and we're going to come down to Baker Lake. And there's a dam right here at Baker Lake, which we'll use as a waypoint. And from that dam we're going to head southerly, and we'll be landing in the town of Concrete. That's the name of the town. We'll be landing at Concrete Municipal Airport. So that's our plan for today. So the aircraft is all started, it's all checked out, it's ready to go. We're flying the PA-24 Comanche from A2A. We are fully fueled, and we're going to be using say intentions for air traffic control. So we'll just bring that over here. For those who have used it, you'll know what to expect. For those who have not, you'll see basically what takes place. So this is an AI generated air traffic control. So the first thing we probably should do is this airport is not a towered airport, so we'll be using the CTAF frequencies to take off. I did do a weather check, and we're going to be taking off on runway 7 as we depart. but the winds are basically zero, so really we could take off in either direction. Let me just see what might be easier for us on this particular departure. I'll just bring this over here. So yeah, we could go out to runway 7, take off, and we'd have to come back, make a right turn to come back, or we could take off on 25 and just make a left turn and pick up our planned route. I think we'll use 25 instead. So we'll use runway 25. Okay, we'll just do a final check of the engine. Just pop over here to the engine and the airframe. Everything is good there. And the engine is all in the green, so that's all a good sign. All right. Our beacon light is on. We'll turn our taxi light on. Our nav light is on. Let's go down here to the nav lights. And they're on. So, without any further ado, let's call the CTAF frequency and advise them of our departure. Once we are airborne, we'll tune in to center to let them know who we are and where we're going. All right, let's tune in CTAF 1227. Let's get rid of this radio. So that is automatically put 1227 on the radio. So we'll now just call CTAF. Chilliwack traffic, Comanche, November 624 Delta Whiskey is departing. It's taxiing out to runway 7. We'll be taxiing out to runway 25. We'll be departing. We'll make a left turn out for southbound departure, Chilliwack. Okay, one thing I forgot to do before making the call, but that call was just to local traffic. But for the center controller, we should have a proper identity. So we'll go into the options, we go to identity, and we'll just type this in as Comanche. I already have my call sign defaulted in there. So they will know me, air traffic control will know me as a Comanche, November 624 Delta Whiskey. Okay, so that's done. So let's taxi it out because we've already told them we are heading out. Okay, let's head out to runway 25. Once we take off, we're going to be heading over these hills here. Cultus Lake is over there. As you can see, it's a really nice day. It's brilliant blue sky. And this is live weather. I should watch where I'm going. This is live weather that I have on. Look at that. There's a tiny little cloud right up there. So let's get our radios set up. And this altimeter isn't right. Let's just stop the aircraft for a minute. Because we don't have an altimeter setting, we will turn the altimeter so that the ground elevation, the elevation of this airport is 32 feet. So that's about right there. Alright, so let's continue. Maybe I can bring this over here. Just shrink it down a little bit. Oh, it won't get any smaller. That's as small as it goes. That's as small as it goes. So here's, as you speak into, say, intentions, it records what you've said. I think we'll go right out to the end of the... We'll do a full... We'll use the full length of the runway. Not that we really need it. The runway is 4,000 feet. I should really watch where I'm going. Once we make the call, I will move, say, intentions off the screen so it's not in the way of visibility. We'll set up our heading bug to the runway heading, which is what I like to do. Runway 25, which is 250. So that's been set to 250. We're not using any VORs, so we don't have to worry about setting the CDI needle. Alright, this is the whole short right here. Stop right here and make our call. Let's have a look out the left window. Nothing's coming in, and there's nothing on the runway at the far end. I'd say we're ready to go. I'll make the call now. Chilliwack traffic, Comanche 624 Delta Whiskey is holding short of 25, taking the active for a departure. We'll do a left turnout for southbound departure. Chilliwack traffic. Okay, there, it's put my recording on here. Move this out of the way. And let's get going. The actual flight is only about, oh, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. Put in 1 notch of flaps. And we need our landing lights on. Strobe lights should be on also, now that we're on the runway. Trim has been set. Off we go. So once we're established airborne, we'll switch over to Vancouver Center. Alright, we've got 80 knots. We can rotate. We are airborne. We have a positive rate of climb. Gears coming up. Flaps are coming
At
in.
our 2 o'clock, just a wee bit off in the distance, we have the majestic Fraser River. This river is a grand spectacle, stretching over 1,375 kilometres long, making it the longest river in British Columbia. It was named after Simon Fraser, a Scottish explorer, who navigated its waters back in 1808.
I gotta make my call.
Now this river
traffic.
isn't just a pretty face, it's vital.
Chilliwack traffic. Comanche 624 Delta Whiskey is clear of the runway. We are now southbound departure.
A good old-fashioned canoe ride this is the place to be. And let me tell you, the salmon run here is a sight to behold, with fish leaping like they're auditioning for the Olympics. So keep your eyes peeled, folks. You might just spot a fishy friend or two.
So that's our tour guide. That's actually Murph, Two-Tone Murphy, from his Twitch channel. And he's my tour guide. And for a mentor, I have Howard from Forder Learn to Fly. So we're going to turn here. This is Cultus Lake over here. It's now time to call Vancouver Center and let them know who we are and where we are. We're on a heading of 182 degrees. I'll bring this back in so you can see it. So we're going to tune in Vancouver Center. Vancouver Center, Comanche, November 624 Delta Whiskey, with you at 2,300 southbound.
November 624 Delta. Whiskey, Vancouver Center, roger. Say your request or intention.
4 Delta Whiskey is southbound VFR flight. We will be, our destination is Concrete Municipal.
Delta Whiskey, Concrete Municipal is noted as your destination. You're not under flight following. State your request or intentions.
Flight following not required. We'll continue southbound on our VFR flight.
Four Delta Whiskey, roger. Continue southbound VFR. Safe flight to Concrete Municipal.
Okay, so that being said, let's move that out of the way. Should be able to see Cultus Lake. There's the start of Cultus Lake down there. I'm going to take an outside view just so you can...
4 Delta Whiskey, I show you're squawking 1200. Verify you're squawking 2755. Mode C.
Oh, so she's told me to squawk 2755. Mode Charlie. Okay, let's do that on the transponder. 2755.
4 Delta Whiskey, radar contact 6 south of Chilliwack Airport at 4,300 feet, heading 184, Chilliwack QNH 30.42.
3042, 4 Delta Whiskey. So we'll put in our, now I've gone off track because we have to turn left to a heading of 143.
Delta Whiskey, contact Vancouver approach ONA 133.1.
So they want me to contact Vancouver approach on 133.1, 133.1. Vancouver approach, November 624 Delta Whiskey, 5,700.
November 624 Delta Whiskey, Vancouver approach, good afternoon, Chilliwack QNH 30.42.
3042. Alright, now we need to turn to a heading of 143 to head towards Mount Baker. And we need to get up to 11,000. About 11,500 feet. There's Mount Baker there. Definitely a nice day for viewing the snowy caps of the mountain. I'll show you how we're doing on Navigraph, or little nav. Well, I'll show you Navigraph. I have both on board, so just blow that up. So we left Chilliwack. The first waypoint was Cultus Lake. Now we're heading 142 degrees to Mount Baker, 10,000, almost 10,800 feet. So we are now in the United States, in the state of Washington. So we are, what are we at? We're at 7,500. We need to do a better climb, actually. We need to reduce my mixture, lean the mixture. And we'll just climb at a slower airspeed so we can gain some altitude, because 10,800 is coming up pretty soon. So far so good. Quite a nice flight. Chilliwack back here. And here's Mount Baker. There's Mount Baker straight ahead of us. So we're at 8,500. We should be okay. We're more than halfway to Mount Baker, so we should be okay. Got 100 mile per hour, because this is in miles per hour, and in knots, that's about 90 knots. This is a really nice aircraft to fly. One of my favorite single engines. Just see here. Just looking for something on my other monitor here. I'm not finding it. You know, when you have too many things on your monitor, it becomes a problem. Too many icons on the monitor. Oh, golly. Can't find what I'm looking for. I'll find it. It's in here. We are. Found it. And I thought I should see if I could play some music while we're flying. Not sure what to put on. We'll put on some easy listening music. How's that? We'll do Birds in Flight. So we're coming up to 11,000 feet, which is plenty high enough. So we can level off here. 11,000 feet is just fine. Hope that music isn't too loud. Hope it's not overpowering the engine or my voice. It sounds soft in my headphones. Can just pull our throttles back and our prop RPM back. And we'll just kind of cruise around the peak. There's not a lot of snow right up here right now. About a week ago, this whole part was covered with snow. But I guess maybe because of the sun, it's maybe melted some of this snow. Not sure if Microsoft replicates that or not. 11,500 are plenty high enough. There's a slight little dusty stuff happening. I guess it's because of the updrafts and the downdrafts. Beautiful country. Mount Baker is a wonderful geographic area. My wife and I actually drove our car up. There's a portion you can drive part way up the mountain. We did it in the summertime, and it was quite enjoyable. So we're scooting along at 120 miles per hour, which is 100 knots. So we're going to circle around the mountain so we get a good view of it. Let's turn on Ruination, the next. Just take it. Oh, you can see this side of the mountain has more snow, which actually doesn't make a lot of sense because this side is facing south, this side is facing north. This side should have the snow, this side should be more bare. We're at 12,000 feet. We really don't need to be this high. Let's just do one circle around. Circle around the mountain and we'll continue our journey to our destination, which is probably only about 5 minutes from here.
Delta Whiskey, Mears Airport at your 4 o'clock, 16 miles, change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated, squawk VFR, safe flight.
Mears Airport at my 4 o'clock, 16 miles, change to advisory frequency. Radar services terminated, squawk VFR, 4 Delta Whiskey. So there's snow at the top of the mountain.
4 Delta Whiskey, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
$500, $400, $300.
We're right over the peak right now. There's the peak right there. If we're a helicopter, we could land on the top of it.
Gear is up. Flaps up.
That's my...
2000.
Alright, let's head south to Mayor's Concrete Municipal Airport. Heading 132 degrees. Right about there. There's Baker Lake, way off in the distance. So there we are, we're there. We did a circle around the mountain, and now we're going to head to Baker Lake, the Baker Lake Dam, and down to Mears Concrete Municipal. Mears Concrete Municipal. 3 Whiskey 5. Alright, let's start losing some altitude. Okay, there's a roadway. That's the dam right there. There's the dam right behind us right there. Alright, now that we've done that, let's see what my mentor is going to tell me about my flying before we get to our airport. We'll ask Howard, our mentor on St. Intentions, to tell me about my flying. Hey Howard, how has my flying been so far?
Your flying has been smooth and steady so far. You're maintaining a good altitude and heading, and your airspeed is right on target. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Howard. Alright, let's get our tour guide, Murphy, to tell us about Concrete Municipal. Hey Murphy, we're going to be landing at Concrete Municipal, 3 Whiskey 5. You want to tell me a little bit about the area?
Concrete, Washington, a quaint little town nestled in the heart of the North Cascades. It was established in the early 1900s and got its name from the cement industry that thrived here. The area is surrounded by stunning natural beauty, including the Skagit River and the majestic mountains that provide a playground for outdoor enthusiasts. So, whether you're into hiking, fishing, or just soaking in the views, Concrete's got something for everyone.
Thank you, Murph. Alright, let's call Concrete traffic. Concrete Municipal traffic, Comanche, November 624 Delta Whiskey, is approximately 3.5 miles to the north. We'll be landing on runway 07. We'll join the left-hand downwind for 07. Concrete traffic. Now let's try that again. No? Oh, they heard it. Okay. Alright, let's get ready for a landing here. So the plan is there's the airport right there. We're going to join the left downwind. We're going to turn right here, going to go downwind till we'll get to about this bend in the river. Then we'll turn base, and then we'll turn final. That's the plan. Hopefully we can execute it. We're still a little high. Our gear is down, and we do have flaps down. So we're going to go till we get to that bend. And then we'll turn base. Alright, let's turn base. There's a runway there. Okay, we'll turn final. Concrete Municipal 64 Delta Whiskey is base to final. The runway is 07. Concrete. Hopefully we can get a good landing on this thing. Well, might be good if I pay attention to where I'm going. Ah, goodness me. A little bit of snow there, but the runway is clear. Alright, settle down here. A little bit fast. There. Pass the turn off. See, that's what happens when you don't pay attention on your final approach. That happens every time. Let's turn around here. Concrete Municipal Comanche 64 Delta Whiskey is back taxiing to the taxiway to the ramp. Concrete. So this just about concludes our flight. I hope you all enjoyed flying on board with me in the back seat, visiting Mount Baker, leaving Chilliwack, visiting Mount Baker, and ending up at Concrete Municipal, otherwise known as MEARS, M-E-A-R-S. So we'll just swing around here to the right and shut things down. There we are. Alright, we have arrived. We'll just shut things down. Fuel pump can come off. Magnetos are off. Battery is off. Everything is off. And that's it. So thank you very much for joining me, Dane Samir, on Samir Flyer, and we'll catch you the next time around. Take care for now.